Hello! Now in today's video we're going to be going into the world of laser levels. What's a laser level? Well, basically, you know your kind of spirit level that your dad had? It's kind of like one of those, but instead of having like an actual thing to hold, you have laser beams instead. These have become popular in recent years and have been slowly coming down in price to make them more affordable for the average DIYer, much like myself. And the nice people at CIGMAN have sent me their laser level, which is this one here. Now this is the CM-701, and this has got 3 lasers in it that will provide you level lines across 3 different axes, which is really flipping cool. Now this one retails at around about £149 on Amazon. There is a lower down version that has 2 lasers, so only on 2 axes, and that's just over £100. Now it's got a green laser beam. Now green lasers are better for viewing outside and in brighter environments, so that's good. And yeah, in today's video what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this out of the box, see what's included, and then tomorrow, or well later on in the video, I'm actually going to set this up, have a little play with it, and also use it for a bit of DIY. I've got a rather large picture to hang up, and it's actually a lot wider than my biggest spirit level, so this is going to be perfect for that job. Well, hopefully anyway. So I guess what we should do now is get out of the box, see what's included, see how big it is, and yeah, go from there. Now I've actually had this sort of sat for a couple of weeks waiting to be opened, and it seems now that I've got a few little DIY projects to do. We're going to be doing some flooring in a few weeks' time. It'd be good to get this out and give it a go. Well, that's a nice start. Inside the box is a lovely carry case. Look at that. I like things in cases. It just means that I don't have to find somewhere else to store it. So yeah, good start, CIGMAN. I like this. Now, bear in mind this is my first ever laser level, so if I get things wrong or terms confused, then don't have a go at me, just be kind. So let's have a look at this. So this appears to be some sort of base for standing it on the floor. Yeah, I think that's a 1/4 inch screw thread there. Oh look, got a twisty thing so you can adjust the rotation of it. Handy. And these sort of little spikes here, I think they dampen vibration, and you can adjust them as well. Cool. Okay, so we have a magnetic mount as well, and also you could screw this onto the wall should you want to, or just hook it on via a nail. So that is a wall mount for it. Now you can get poles that basically extend from the floor to the ceiling that you can mount these onto. I don't have one of those, and I don't think I'm going to get one of those. I think all I'm going to do is install this on my tripod, because as I say, it's got a standard 1/4 inch thread on the bottom of it. So what have we got here? Got some sort of laser target thing. Pew, pew. Okay, we've got a user manual. Probably going to need that. It also tells us about the remote control that's in there. Awesome, that's helpful. Comes with 3 years warranty. Excellent. Okay. And we've got a USB-C to USB-A charging cable there. There's no user replaceable batteries in this. There's just a rechargeable battery that charges through the USB-C. I'm not sure about battery life. I will get back to you on that. And here's a little remote control that turns the lasers on and off, and I think also increases and decreases the brightness. And there's like 4 different degrees of brightness. And here is the unit itself. It's actually a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. So this is the top of the unit, and on the side here we've got a button to lock or unlock the pendulum, which is what's used for self-leveling. And then on the back there we've got the USB-C charging socket. And this is IP54 rated, so that's obviously sealed to keep the IP rating. Question is, does it have any juice in it? Holding down the... Whoa, yes! Laser beams! How cool is that? I'm currently blinding you. Okay. That is really... I mean, there's just something really flipping cool about lasers, isn't there? And then you can use the buttons on the top to turn off, on and off particular lasers. Okay, so the remote is doing its stuff. Okay, so I'm able to change the brightness. You can see me cycling through that. Well, I mean, it does exactly what it says on the tin. That's really smart. I'm impressed with that. It just works. Now, it is flashing for some reason. I'm not entirely sure what that flash means. I'll have to investigate further. But I think probably what's best to do is to cut to Kip in the future, and we'll have a bit more of a hands-on demo of this, and we'll try and get that massive picture up. So yeah, let's cut over to Kip in the future. Maybe there's like flying cars and stuff. Probably not though. Well, you join me in my downstairs toilet. That does sound a bit strange, but it's true. And basically we were going to have a picture on the wall up here. And the problem is I don't actually have a tripod or any kind of stand that goes up as high as where I want the picture. See, I want the picture to be up here. And this tripod that I've got only gets the line up to here, which is a bit annoying. So I can't show you how I'm going to put in the picture with the laser beam because it doesn't get high enough. And to be honest, for the amount of times I'm going to use this laser, it's not really worth me getting like a floor to ceiling pole. But it does demonstrate the laser very nicely. So a few people have asked some questions about this laser that I sort of mentioned on Instagram. One of the questions was, how long does the battery last? Well, as soon as I finished filming last night at around about 4 o'clock, I just left the laser on, and by about 10:30, the laser had died. So that's pretty good going. Considering I used it for about half an hour during filming, it lasted nearly 7 hours, which is fantastic. And considering I hadn't charged it up at all, that was the charge that came from Amazon, that's really good. So yeah, if you want to use this on site, it's fantastic. You don't have to worry about swapping out battery packs or anything like that. 7 hours, and it was on constantly. It wasn't sort of flashing or using a power saving mode. That was it on constantly like that. So that is pretty good. Now, one of the questions also was, can you lock the pendulum so you can do different angles? Well, you can. Just put it on to the lock mode, which is here, and then power it on. There you go. So you can twist it to any angle that you like. You might get some reflections because I'm in the mirror. So yeah, you can basically set it at whatever angle you like, or you can just put it onto something solid, unlock it, and it will self-level. And you can tell when it's level because the laser stays on. And if you tip it, or it goes out of level, it flashes like mad. So that is it self-leveled. And I guess what we should see is if it's accurate. So I do have, do you know what? I've completely forgotten what these are called. What an idiot. Got one of these things. Yeah, it's just a level, is it? It's just a spirit level. Okay, so I'm just going to put it sort of on the line as much as possible. Yeah, I'd say that's it. Yeah, that is absolutely bob on. That is spot on. That is really good. Actually, another good test would be to see if it's level across a longer distance. So let me move things about and we'll beam it from one end of the hallway to the other and see if it's still accurate. So back in a second. Okay, so I've got the laser set up at the other end of the hallway, and there is a nice bit of laser line just here. So I'm going to see if it's level. Now obviously, because it's only a small area, I've got a slightly smaller level, but it should tell us all the same if it's level or not over such a long distance. Yeah, wow. That is spot on. Very good. I wasn't really sure what to expect because, as I say, I've never owned a laser before. I've seen YouTubers like Nick Bundy use his expensive Bosch Professional one, both in the flesh and on video, and that seems to be pretty good. And this seems to be of a similar standard. I have tried it outside, and that is probably one area that lets it down. Now, it's not impossible to see, but on a bright sunny day, it is quite difficult. Even at the maximum brightness, it's not that great. If the laser's fairly close to the surface that it's projecting onto, it's okay, but like a lot further down you couldn't really see. And that's what that weird target thing that is included in the pack is for. It's for using it over longer distances in brighter locations, so it gives you a more accurate idea of where the laser's shining onto. But yeah, if your work is primarily outside, this isn't the laser for you. You'd need something a lot stronger. It's filled this room with lots of lasery beam goodness, and I'm really quite impressed with it. Something that also is worth showing you, but can you see that little LED there? That is telling you when it's level. So at the moment it's not level and the LED is red. So that's how you know, that's a really good indicator to tell you if it's level or not. Obviously it's wibbling around like mad at the moment because it's in my hand. But yeah, once you've got it on a nice flat surface, just takes a second and there you go, it's self-leveled. And as we saw before, it's spot on, it's really good. So yeah, it's a little bit disappointed that I can't show you me making holes and stuff like that using this. But that's no fault of this, it's just my own fault for not really being prepared. Well, there you go. I think that's a really nice little product, and it is at an affordable price. So if you're a DIYer or a tradesperson that's just starting out and you can't really afford the bigger brands, then I think this will see you right. I mean, as I say, it's not ideal if you're out in the garden constantly and want to project laser lines outside. I just don't think this is the guy for you, but it certainly does the job inside, and I'm very, very happy with it. And it's really quite small as well, and I love the little carry case that it comes with, so I can tuck this away neatly and safely and it'll all be fine. So that's about it for this video. If there's anything else you want to know about this little guy, then please do drop a comment below and I'll try and answer any questions that I can. And if there's lots of questions, then I might do a follow-up video. But I think that's it from me for now. So all that's left for me to say is please don't forget to like and subscribe. But for now, it's game over.